Hi everyone! Thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today's workout, what we will be doing and what you will need. We will be doing our resistance bands workout. So that's what you're going to need, your resistance band. So I always like to use my long flat band. So that's what I will be using for the entirety of the workout. All right? But I have other options that people can use. So I want to show those to you, giving you time to get your long flat band. Have that chair close by, your sturdy, comfortable chair, whether you're staying in it for the entirety of the workout or if you're choosing to do the workout like me. We're going to start standing, we're going to sit, we're going to stand again, and then we're going to end our workout seated in our sturdy, comfortable chair. So make sure you have that. A little bit of space, whether you're standing or sitting, to do movements, feel like you can get full range of motion, etc., and then your water close by. So give you a couple minutes, go ahead and grab all of your equipment. Again, I'm using long flat band. That's what I choose to use. That's what I prefer. You can also, if you have a hard time gripping or you don't like to wrap the band around your hand, it hurts for any reason, arthritis, things like that, fibromyalgia, whatever might hurt you gripping on, you can tie knots on either end and one in the center. That's a great way to be able to get grip on the band without having to really hold it or wrapping it around the hands. All right, so that's another option. And then when we do lower body, I'm going to wrap with my long band. But you also have the option, if wrapping it and holding it in place does not feel good, once again, you can make a band that's in a circle. So that will be a fixed circle band that you can make, or you may have one, and you can use that instead of wrapping with the long flat band. So remember, with resistance band, there's so many options. It's really great. The workout's always fun. So the way we're going to do the workout, giving you that time, we're going to start with our warm-up. Again, I'm going to do it standing. You always have the option of staying seated and modify the entire workout. A little bit of a warm-up. We'll then sit down, and that's when we're going to use our band. So you don't need any equipment for the warm-up. We're going to sit, we're going to stand back up, do a little bit more band work and some moves without our bands. Then we'll sit back down, end with some more core work, and then our wonderful stretch. And then I'm going to get to all of the comments. Many of you have already chimed in, and I can see them right in front of me, but I'm not going to get to them until the very end. So you have to stay for the entire workout, and then I will read the comment. I love to know where you're watching from if you're able to chime in. Everyone likes to tell me, because we've kind of started with tell me how the weather is where you're at. Any questions that you might have that I can get to that will only take a couple of seconds for me to answer, I will definitely do that. Otherwise, you can ask me a question and then we'll follow up via email in a different way. All right. All of that being said, we're going to start with warm-up. Whether it's early morning for you, midday, late day, we still need to warm the body up. So I'm going to go ahead and start the music, having that space because I'm choosing to stand, no fall or trip hazards. Tyson's right in front of me. I'll try and remember to call him into frame at the end of the workout, but he's sound asleep right now. No fall or trip hazards, no animals, no toys, no equipment, and we'll get started. I'm going to take a sip of that water too. I always mess it up. There we go. All right. Let's get started. It's our fun resistance bands workout. All right, let's start with our light march. Just pumping those arms lightly, bringing those feet up off of the ground. Core is tight, lengthen the spine, relax those shoulders down. So almost feel as if you're doing a big shoulder roll to the back. Those shoulder blades release down the spine. That's where I want you to hold them for the entire workout, but I'll keep reminding you, you know that. Core tight, nice and proud. Just slowly warming everything up, getting movement in the body, getting that blood pumping. With the legs marching, big deep inhale. If it's available, arms up and around. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, big deep inhale, length goes up. And exhale, release it down. Good job, just keep that march going. Big deep inhales and exhales right now. Heel digs go to the front. Both hands are going to press to the front. So right, left heel dig, both arms press. Exhale, inhale. Slight bend in the knee joints, warming up through the front body, getting a little bit of a stretch through our calves and hamstrings when we do that heel dig, so we're flexing our foot. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. March it back out. Good job. Big deep inhales, exhales, finding footing and breath. Taps go out to our side, right, left, pressing both hands out. Let's go. Exhale, inhale. Shoulders relaxed, abdominals tight. 3 more, 2, 1 more each side, and march it back out. Good job. Taps go behind us now. Little kickback with the arms, chest slightly forward. Extend back. Exhale and inhale. Abdominals tight. Again, that chest is slightly forward. Really focus on keeping the abdominals pulled in. Pressure off our lower back. Exhale and inhale. Three, 2, 1 more each side. March it back out nice and tall. Side steps next. Stepping right and left, steps as big as feels comfortable for you in your space provided. All right, let's go. Right and left. Bend in the knees, getting our lateral movement side to side. Little pull back with the arms, getting those shoulders moving, squeezing through the upper back. Three more each way, 2 more. Last one, right, left. Good job, march it out. Alternating your knee raises. If this is too much on your balance, do an alternating toe tap to the front. Otherwise, right, left, knee raise. Let's go. Right, left. Core pulled in tight. Slight bend in the standing knee. Helping with our balance. Those abdominals pulled in. 3 more each side. 3, 2, last one, and march. Good job. Hamstring curls now. So the foot's coming up behind us, almost like we're trying to kick ourselves. If that's too much on balance, alternate toe taps behind you. All right, let's go. Right, left. Flexing the foot if you're bringing it up off the ground. So you're engaging your hamstring. Exhale, inhale, don't hold the breath. Keep those abdominals tight, nice and tall. Three more. 3, 2, 1 more each side, and march it back out. Good job, good job. Open the feet, keep it marching. Wide march. Now we're just going to tap side to side, reach down. Reach right and left. Right, left. Abdominals tight. 3, 2. One more each side. Stay with your wide march. Back to our taps side to side. Shoulder roll. Shoulder back. Shoulder back. One more. And now bring it front. Three, 2, last one, and bring those feet back together. March it out nice and tall. 2 more big deep inhales, exhales, bringing those arms around if it's available. Big deep inhale and exhale. One more time, big deep inhale and exhale. Little shake out of those arms, stopping those feet. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to have a seat in that sturdy, comfortable chair, so I'm going to bring mine over now. Finding good placement. Having a seat in your chair. I'm switching up our music a little today. And I'm going to take a sip of my water, like you should do as well. Whether it's cold outside or not, remember we have to stay hydrated. Sometimes we forget during the winter. Now we have our bands. So sitting down if you haven't done so yet. Remember, we don't just plop into our chair. Having a nice seat into our chair. Once we're there, make sure we're scooting ourselves up to the front. So when we're towards the back of our chair, we do have a tendency to either want to lean back in our chair, of course, or we want to slouch a little bit because we're back there. Nice and tall when we're to the front of our chair. So now we have our bands. We're going to start with front body. So the band goes behind you, and then I want you to bring it up so it stays underneath your underarms. It's not going over the top of the arms and rubbing. So underneath the underarms, nice and high on the upper back. Once it's there, we're nice and tall in our chair. You have the option, you can wrap it if you choose. You don't have to, but make sure you have good resistance. If it feels too easy, then walk those hands back. Add resistance, all right? So we're nice and proud. Our abdominals are pulled in tight, keeping that length in your spine, focusing on front body. Both arms extend out, we exhale. Inhale, gently release back. Exhale, inhale. So remember, working both ways on the press out and on the release in. That band wants to snap those hands back towards the body. We're not allowing that. Slow and controlled movements both directions. Exhale as we exert. Inhale, release. 3 more. 2. Last one, our hands are going to remain out in front of us. Slight bend in our elbows and shoulders are relaxed. Chest flies now. So opening out big. Exhale, squeeze closed. Inhale. We're holding that resistance open the entire time. Three more. 2. Last one, opening our hands out to our side and bringing them into the side of the body. Now we're just going to press straight out to our side. So exhale, extend straight out. Inhale, release in. Exhale, inhale. 3, 2, last one, releasing in towards the body. Now bringing back towards the front of the body, we're going to alternate extending out. So feel as if you're punching straight out in front of you, right and left. So extend right, left, right, left. exhale, exhale, press, press, core pulled in tight. Do those punches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Great job. Gently releasing the band from behind your back. And now we'll bring it in front. We're going to start with our back pulls. So again, you can wrap the band. I'll show how if you wrap it. Wrapping the band around the hands, straight out in front of you. Again, those shoulders are relaxed and down. We stay nice and tall. We want to bend at the elbows. The band comes in towards the chest with an exhale, and we gently release back out in front of us. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, gently release them. So now really put that focus on your upper back. Squeeze, release. Working upper back and chest, which we just did chest, now we're doing upper back right now. Really helps with our posture, opens us up. So we continue to stay nice and proud. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Release it down for a second. Little shake out of those arms. We're staying nice and tall. Now we're working into our rotator cuffs. So glue those elbows into the side of the body. Grip is a little bit closer. Both hands are working, keeping those elbows glued in, pressing hands and forearms out. Gently release back in. You want to keep those elbows glued in because we want rotator cuffs, deepen those shoulders to do the work. Slow and controlled. Don't let that band snap back. Three more. 2. Last one, and a little shake out. Our lat pull downs are next. So arms are long. It doesn't have to be straight above you. If range of motion is not there, it can be out in front of you, wherever your range of motion is. Want to focus on the muscles that are around our rib cage. So that's what we're thinking about, from the upper back down our rib cage. So arms long, keeping the length in the arms as you open up that resistance, bring it down towards the belly or lap. Gently release it back up. I want you to feel the squeeze through the upper back on that pull down. Again, doesn't have to go up high. Feel the squeeze, keep the length in the arms. Three, 2, last one, and shake it back out. Good job, little shake out. One more upper body move, right side, there's a couple movements, then left side a couple, then we'll give the upper body a break. Let the lower body start doing some work. So we're going to do bow and arrows this time. So I like with this one to wrap the end. Arm is nice and long. So my right arm is nice and long. My left arm is up. My shoulder is relaxed. I have that bend in my elbow. Now feel as if you're pulling that bow back, and then you gently release the arrow. It goes forward. Exhale, squeeze upper back. Gently release. That right arm, you want to keep that slight bend in the elbow joint. Don't lock it out. And make sure that shoulder is relaxed and down. It's just holding that resistance for us right now. 3 more, pulling and releasing that arrow. 2 more. Last one. Now keeping the right arm nice and long, we have that left elbow up. We're going to extend that arm out long, then bend and bring it in. You should be feeling the back of the arm, the tricep, pulling that resistance out, releasing it in. Extend out, release in. Three, 2, last Last one. Good job. Release that side. Little shake out of those arms. Same thing, other side. Left arm nice and long. Slight bend in the elbow joint. Relax that shoulder down. Bringing right elbow up high. Shoulder relaxed. Pulling back that arrow, then gently releasing it. So bow and arrow. Picturing that bow that we're holding, and then the arrow that we're using and releasing. Squeeze through the upper back, getting that mobility in the shoulder, opening through the chest. Three more. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Keeping the length in that left arm. Right elbow's up nice and high. Now we want to get that extension working the back of our right arm. So extend out long, gently bend, and bring it in. Feeling the length through the tricep, the back of your right arm now. Extending, releasing. The shoulder, you'll feel that too as well, because it's holding the arm up. So both shoulders, yes, they're working, but those are secondaries. We want our tricep to do all the work right now. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and gently release it. Good job shaking it out. Great time to grab water before we go to lower body. So if you have the fixed circle and you want to use that, you'll bring that up and over the knees so it's on your thighs. If, like me, you're using your long band, it goes across the lap. We weave it underneath like we're tying it. Then we bring the loose ends back up to the top and we hold it right on our thighs. All right? Feet are nice and close together to start. We're nice and tall. Let's do our posture check. Core is tight. Lengthen our spine. Keeping the feet close together, pressing from our outer thighs, hips, gluteals. Open up the knees, gently release them. So don't feel as if you're pressing from the outside of your knee joint. You should not feel your knees at all. I want you to feel outer thighs, hips, and gluteals, pressing that resistance out. Inner thighs, groin, bringing that resistance back in. Exhale, inhale. Stay nice and tall. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Great job. Now separating the feet slightly. You'll feel that pull on the band the entire time. That's what we want, that pull on our outer thighs, hips, and gluteals. Nice and tall, march into our legs. Right foot up, left foot up. Pulling now from that quadricep. Engage, lift, release, lift, release. So as our quadriceps are working to lift our foot up off the ground, we're still getting that, those muscles working in our hips and outer thighs and gluteals, because that band is holding that resistance the entire time. 2 more each side. 2, 1 more each side. Now we're going to alternate opening to our sides. So right together, left together. Right and left. Again, not pressing from the knee. Really think about this imaginary string pulling out, pulling out. You should feel it in those hips and gluteals. 2 more. 2, 1 more each side. Right and left. We're back center, feet about shoulder distance apart, nice and tall. Lift those heels up. Release. Squeeze the calf muscles. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Three, 2, last one. Good job. Heels go down. We're nice and tall. Let's focus on the right side for a few movements. So just the right side doing the work. Single knee raise. Lifting foot up, release. It can hover or just barely release those toes down. Nice and tall. Abdominals working as well. Quadricep engaged to lift. 3, 2. Last one, I want you to keep that foot up. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Breathe into it. Don't hold the breath. I know you feel it. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one, release the foot down, staying on that right side. Like I said, we're going to press it out. Bring it in. Press it out. Bring it in. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and tall. Press out. Bring in. 3 more. 3. Good job. 2. Last one. Good job. Nice and tall. Release the right foot. Yes, we have to do all those moves on our left. Make sure we're sitting tall. Let's start with that single march. Left foot up. Release. Hover or just barely release those toes down. Pull up from the quadricep. Doesn't have to be huge range of motion to get that muscle to engage. Lift, release. Wherever you're at right now today, that's perfect. This is your workout, remember that. Go at your pace, do what feels best for you. 3 more. 3, 2. Hold that last one up. Extend and bend. Extend, bend. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Release it down. That pressing out to the side. Single side left. Press out. Bring center. Press out. Bring center. Slow control both directions. Again, I can feel my band. It wants that foot to come back center fast. We're not allowing it. We're working against that resistance. So inner thigh and groin working on that. Way in. Outer thigh. Hip, gluteal. On the way out. 2 more. Last one. Left foot comes back center. Our feet are about shoulder distance apart, both working at the same time as we open together. Open together. Like we did as our first move, but our feet were really close together. Feet open a little more, gets a little deeper into those gluteals. 3, 2. Last one. Walking your feet slightly out, we're going to lift our toes up. So our toes come up, release down. Toes up, release. Really work on pulling those toes up. Even if you don't have good range of motion, work on that mobility through the ankles, through your shins. Squeeze up, release. 3, 2. Last one, and bring the feet close together, releasing the band off of those thighs. Whether you have the fixed one, take that off, or releasing the long band. Your fingers a little wiggle too after holding on to that band. Back to upper body. So now we'll take our band. We're going to place it down onto the ground, and we want to step onto it. So trying to get it equal on either side. And then once it's there, chest goes slightly forward. So once the chest goes forward, don't curve into our spine. Keep that length. Stay open through the front body. Just bowing forward. Bringing those hands slightly down. We want some good resistance because we're working our upper back, big muscle group. So bringing our hands up towards our chest, gently releasing down. Squeeze up, gently release. Again, feel as if your shoulder blades are coming together, opening up. Feel them squeeze together, open up. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2. Last one. Now we're going to bring those hands back up and we're going to alternate our tricep kickbacks. So the elbows come up nice and high. Now keep them there. Extend your right arm long, bend and bring it in. Extend left, bring it in. Keeping the elbow high is going to ensure that you're getting to the back of your arm, your tricep. Exhale. Inhale. Slow, controlled. I like doing these singly instead of at the same time. Just because triceps tricky muscle to sometimes get into. One more on each side. Right side and left. Gently release that resistance, then sit back up nice and tall. Good job. We'll take a little bit of that resistance off because now we're sitting tall. Nice and lifted. Alternate your bicep curls. Elbows close to the side of the body. Curling right hand up towards your shoulder. Release. Left. Release. Again, that elbow stays nice and close to the hip. I don't want it jutting forward because then your shoulder will end up doing all of the work. I want your bicep, front of the upper part of the arm, to do that work, to bring that resistance up. Three, 2, 2, one more on each side. Exhale. Exhale, we're up nice and tall. We have length in our arms. Our palms are facing back. Slight bend in our elbows as we do our press back. Come center. So entire back body. From our upper back, our lats, our triceps. You should feel that press back, release. Press back, release. Again, good movement to do throughout the day with or without resistance. Helps with your posture. It opens up through your front body. Good stretch. 3, 2, last one. Arms stay long down by our side with that slight bend in our elbow joint. We're going to alternate side raises. So depending on how much resistance you have, the hand should not go any higher than your shoulder. It doesn't even have to get that high if you have heavy resistance. So bringing right hand out, gently releasing, left, release. I want you to feel the shoulder doing the work. It engages to lift the rest of the arm. So you're not pressing from your hand, you're not pressing from your elbow. Think about shoulder lifts up that resistance. It engages, the rest of the arm follows behind. Let's do 3 more on each side, nice and tall. 2 more. 1 more each side. Exhale. Exhale, little shake out. Still working our shoulders, but now front of our shoulder now, alternating our front raises. Same thing, I want that slight bend in the elbow, but we're leading from the front of our shoulder now. Alternate right, left. Let's go up, right. Gently release down. Don't let that hand snap back down. I know it wants to. Smaller muscle groups too that are working. Doesn't have to go as high as shoulder level. Just don't let it go any higher than that. Don't want to hyperextend. Three, 2, 2, 1 more on each side. Good job. Right side and left. Good job. Little release. So we're going to take our feet off of the band just for a minute, because then I want you to bring your heels down in front of you and glue those feet together. So they're glued to the ground. They're glued close together to start. Then we take our band, bring it underneath the arches of the feet. The reason I say arches is because I don't want it to roll up and then snap up and possibly hit you somewhere. So arches of the feet so it doesn't roll up off of your feet. Once it's there, we bring it to the inner part of our legs. We make sure we're nice and tall again. Now we're going to separate just our toes so that our heels are glued to the ground and they're glued together. We press out through our toes. We come center. So the outer part of our foot, press it out, bring it in. It's going to help strengthen through our ankles, through our shins, through our calves, through our feet. Small range of motion. 3, 2, last one. Good job. We're going to gently release that resistance. My band is in half. I'm going to keep it that way and bring my feet down. Sitting back in our chair, so we're still scooched to the front, upper back releases back into our chair. Holding that resistance, if you choose, it just helps you stay nice and open through the front body, but we're focusing on engaging our abdominals right now. Imaginary string right in the center of the belly. It's going to lead us to sit up tall. You can extend that band out in front, bring it slightly in as you release back. No momentum, no lower body engaging, no hip flexors pulling you up. Abdominals, imaginary string, leading you up, gently releasing you back. Let's do 2 more this round. 2. Our last one, we're going to sit tall. We're going to stay sitting nice and tall, releasing those shoulders down. Gaze is right in the center of our band. We're leaning slightly back. We're just going to twist to our right. We pull back up center, twist left, up center. So that band's coming slightly down to the right, slightly down to our left, then back up high center. Working sides of our body, those waist, obliques working, our lower back, getting range of motion in our spine. 2 more each way. 2. 2, 1 more each side. Exhale, inhale, exhale. We're back up nice and tall. Band comes nice and close to the body. Length stays in your spine. We inhale as we release our chest forward. Exhale as our lower back engages to lift us up tall. Inhale, exhale tall. Have that vision of that imaginary string lifting you up from your lower back, not the upper back. No momentum. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And release. Little shake out. Perfect time for you to grab water, because what we are doing next, we are transitioning to standing. So remember, we're not just getting up out of our chair. You know, we don't do it that way. We want to feel the muscles that we are working engage. So you have options here. The way I'm going to show it is I'm going to bring my band behind me, just like we started with our band, working our front body, our chest. It's going to be up nice and high, and that's where I'm going to hold onto my band. If you need to hold on to something, if you're working on standing and then placing hands onto a walker, if you have handles on your chair and you're working around those, by all means, the band stays to the side until we're fully standing if you're choosing to stand. Otherwise, it can stay there, and you'll just do the presses and the hip lifts if you're not going to stand all the way up. Please remember, it is your workout. I instruct you through movements. I never tell you what to do. So always doing what is best for you. So what we are doing now, if you're choosing to come along, is transitioning to standing. I'm holding on to my band, so it's not doing anything right now. No resistance on it. Bringing those feet about shoulder distance apart. We're going to start with our presses. So equal pressure, ball of your foot to your heel. Core is engaged, it's pulled in tight. Chest goes forward, feeling the nose go over toes, and then press into the ground. As soon as we press firmly into the ground, we feel our core engage, and what do we feel? Those quadriceps and gluteals, because they're working and getting ready to lift us up. Gently release that. Let's do that 2 more times. Gently release. 1 more time. And release. Next, staying with that if that's where you are right now today. Otherwise, we're lifting our hips up. So again, equal pressure, ball of your foot to your heel. Chest goes forward, core tight, nose over toes. Our hips come up out of our chair. We gently release back down. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do 1 more like that. Gently release back down. Good job. You have the option of staying with our presses, with your hip lifts, or if you're coming along with me and standing, we're going to stand all the way up, then gently sit back down. Same cues. feeling that equal pressure, press firmly into the ground. Feel your quadriceps, your abdominals, your gluteals engage. Exhale, up nice and tall. Gently release back down. So don't plop down in that chair. That's what we want to do. Bending the knees, gently releasing down. One more time. Once you stand, if you're choosing to stay with me, stay standing. Getting our band, bringing it behind your back if you haven't done so already. Let's work our chest a little bit. Slight bend in those knee joints, feet shoulder distance apart. Stable base whenever you're doing any movements throughout the day standing. Have a stable, firm base, slight bend in the knees, core tight. Let's do those chest presses like we started with, second round. Exhale, inhale. So when we're standing and doing some of these movements, you might feel the core engage a little more, especially when you're pressing your hands forward, because the body wants to follow along with that. And the core is trying to keep you nice and tall. So go ahead and listen to that cue. Keep those abdominals pulled in. 3 more. 2. Last one, arms stay out long. Open wide, squeeze closed. Our flies. Keep that bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. 3, 2. Last one. Open. Bring them back right in front of you. Our punches, right and left. Extend right, left, right, left. Press, press. Shoulders are down. We're pressing from the front body. Extend from the chest. Slight bend stays in our elbow joints for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keeping our hands nice and close to our body now. We have that slight bend in our knees. I want you to stay proud through the upper body. We're going to hinge forward at our hips. Now we're focusing on our hamstrings. These are called good mornings. So bowing forward, and then our hamstrings lead us up nice and tall. We're keeping length in our spine. We're hinging at our hips, not bending from our waist. If we bend from the waist or we put curve in our spine, that's when our lower back wants to engage and do all the work to lift us up. I want you to feel the hamstrings, the back of the legs. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 1 more. And nice and tall. Great job. Little shake out. Bringing that band back in front of us. Now we're going to draw the sword. So I'm going to glue my right hand to my hip, left arm nice and long, always slight bend in that elbow joint. Leading from the outer part of your fist up at a diagonal towards the left, we exhale, we extend it up. Inhale, release it down. So like we did when we did our bow and arrows seated, you're getting that great range of motion in the shoulder, really working through the upper back. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Little shake out of that side. Let's do that same thing on the other side. So bringing our left, we glue it to our hip. Right arm is extended nice and long. The outer part of our fist going up at a diagonal towards the right. Bend in those knee joints. Press it up. Release it down. Leading from the outer part of the fist. Feeling the upper back. Squeeze. Release. Big opening through the front body. 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Little shake out. Now we're going to bring our arms in. So gluing them in, put some resistance on that band. Bring it down towards your legs. Whether you're seated or standing, glue those elbows in towards the side of the body. Just curl up, release down. Curl up, release. Curl, release. Keeping that resistance on the band, you should start to feel those biceps, top of the arms engage. Nice quick bicep curls. 3, 2, last one, and release. Little shake out. We're going to release our band just for a couple of minutes. It's going to release down. We're going to do a couple of movements, right side, left side, for lower body while we're standing. So having something to hold on to, I'm moving my chair around so I can hold on to it just in case. Countertop, wall, whatever it may be, just in case. Nice and tall. Slight bend in that left knee. Single right knee raise, release. Try and hover. Really focus on keeping the abdominals tight. If you don't need to hold on, don't hold on. I just don't want you releasing all your body weight and losing the core and posture. Light pressure if you're holding on. Quadricep lead up. 3 more. 2. Last one, release it down, little shake out, especially that standing leg. Now our side leg raise. Again, we're leading from our hip, our outer thigh, and our gluteal. So that heel presses out, release. Imaginary string pulling from your heel, not your toes. If anything, foot is straight forward or slightly pronated in. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. One more on right side. Straight leg is going to go behind us. So chest is going to go slightly forward. Make sure you're not going to kick anything. Core is tight. Straight leg press back. Release. Really focusing on your gluteals. Engage, squeeze, release. That's your primary. Lower back engages as well. That's a secondary. 2 more. 2. Last one. Good job. We're getting close. Before we switch over to our left side, let's bring those feet about shoulder distance apart for a set of heel raises. Again, holding on if you need to. Just don't put all of your weight and lose your core and your good posture. Light pressure, high onto the balls of the feet. Release down. Heels up. Release. Crown of the head straight up towards the sky. Staying open through our front body. Especially towards the end of a workout, we get fatigued. We close those shoulders in. Open up. 2 more. 2. Last one. Good job. Little shake out. Those movements we will do on our left side now. My chair goes over just so you can see me better, but you're welcome to move however it is in your home and your space provided. Nice and tall, slight bend in that right knee. Core is tight. Bringing that left foot up. Release, try and hover. Range of motion different for everyone. Depends on our flexibility, how tight our hip flexors are. So if your foot's only coming a few inches off the ground, that's perfectly fine. If you're seated, perfectly fine. Do what is best for you. We're working on that stretching and strengthening through our body. 3, 2, last one, release it down. Little shake out of that standing leg. Side leg raise next. Remember, hip, outer thigh, gluteal. Coming from that heel, presses out, center. Press out, center. Really feel that heel leading the way so you'll really get deep into the gluteals and hip. Working our side body. 3 more. 2. Last one, release it. Little shake out. That straight back leg raise. So chest goes slightly forward, our counterbalance, because our foot's going to go behind us. Still keeping length in our spine and our abdominals tight. Press straight back. Release. Again, gluteals, lower back. Length stays in our spine. Slight bend in that standing knee. Don't forget. 3, 2, Last one, release. Little shake out of those legs. We're going to carefully transition back into our seats, and then we're going to grab those bands again. So however you need to do it, if your band's on the ground, make sure it's close by. Carefully transitioning. Remember, we're not just plopping down, we're carefully sitting back down into our chairs. Once we're there, let's do one more set of those abdominal movements, really working on our core. I'm going to choose to hold on to my band again, just so I remember to stay nice and open through my front body. You don't have to use it. It's not adding any resistance necessarily to the abdominal muscles. It's getting the upper body kind of engaged a little bit more. So what we'll do, towards the front of the chair, remember we're not to the back, scooch up to the front, feet are out in front of you. Releasing back, right in the center of the belly. I want you to feel that string leading you up, releasing you back. Lead you up, releasing back. Three more. 3, 2. Last one, stay up nice and tall, bringing those arms down, feet come a little bit closer in. Gaze is right in the center of that band. Those twists side to side if that's available to you. I'm going to start down to my left, so leaning slightly back. So as soon as you lean slightly back, you feel those abdominals working, because I don't want you to fall in the back of the chair, right? We're nice and tall, open up, down left, pull center, exhale right, center. Really getting those obliques, the sides of the waist, working through our lower back, range of motion in the spine. If you're not able to do twists, you know your body, then you're sitting back and nice and tall. Still work your core. 3, 2, 2, one more each way. And we're back up nice and tall. We're nice and tall in that chair. The band is close to our body, focusing on our lower back, part of our core. So keeping length in our spine, chest open, inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lower back leads us up tall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, good job. Inhale, chest forward. Lower back, that string is pulling from there. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And release that band down. Whew, and shake it out. Shake those fingers a little bit. Wiggle them around, wiggle them around. A little shake out of our arms for a second. Grab some water. I'm going to stand before we do our stretches. I'm going to change the music. I'm also going to grab my water. You stay seated if your water is nice and close by. All right? We must do our stretches. Very, very important. And drink our water. Nice and tall in our chair. Good job with that resistance bands workout, everyone. That was a fun one. I like the transition from seated to standing, if you're able to do that. It's a kind of fun way just to not just stay seated the whole time, or not just stay standing as well. I like a lot of seated work. We can really feel the muscles working. Now nice and tall, let's twist and open to our right side. Nice deep spinal twist again if that's available to you. Big inhales. Big exhales. We're nice and warmed up and loosened up now, so you can really get into your stretches. Let's go through center, over to that left side. Length stays in the spine. Bring the body back to center, hands interlaced behind the back, or if you have a chair you can hold on to so you're open through the front body. Then lean that chest forward. Big opening through the shoulders and chest. We're breathing into that. And we'll release that. We'll bring our hands onto our lap, arching through our spine. Look who it is. Come here, Bubs. It's Tyson, our workout dog. Right on cue. Nice arch through our spine, opening up the shoulder blades. Feeling that good stretch all the way down the spine, into your lower back. Then we're sitting back up nice and tall. Neutral spine. Let's bring our right arm across our body. So remember, it's not up at the neck. It's across the chest. Once it's there, pulling it across and wiggle those fingers around. So we're opening through our upper back. Let's just open and close the arms a couple of times. So open. And now bring the left arm across the body. Pull it across with the right. And wiggle those fingers. His head's right there, huh? Tyson, you saying hi? Funny dog. And then open them one time. Bring them to center. Before we do our lower body, let's lengthen out through our arm in front of us and press with our palm facing up. Press those fingertips down. I want you to feel a good stretch through your wrist and your forearm. Stretch we don't do a lot, but especially when we're holding on to those bands and we get that grip on those, whether we realize we're doing it or not, it's not just our fingers, it's our wrists and forearms that take a lot of work. And we need to remember that mobility in those areas as well. Just turning our palm down towards the floor, same thing, press your fingertips down. So now the upper part of the wrist into that forearm. And he's gone. Switch sides. Palm is up, press those fingertips down. Feel that nice stretch. Range of motion might not be big, that's okay. Palm down, press fingertips down. And release the hand. Now we'll lengthen out through that right leg. Slight bend in the knee joint, hinge forward at our hips, heel is down. We lean forward, we feel that nice stretch all the way down the back of the leg, through the gluteals into your lower back. Let's roll it up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, right foot comes up, circling the foot around. Opening up our toes, getting that mobility and stretch in our ankles and other way. And then releasing right foot down, left leg nice and long, slight bend in the knee joint, hinging forward at the hips. Feeling that stretch, bringing that length down with you, all the way down the back of the leg. We'll roll it up nice and slow, sitting tall, left foot comes up, circling that foot around. And reverse it, go the other way around. And release, stay nice and tall. Bring those arms down by your side. We're lifting those shoulders up. Inhale, exhale, press and release them. 2 more. 1 more. Now circling to the front, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more. And reverse it. Bring those circles to the back. Big opening through shoulders and chest. 1 more. Releasing those shoulder blades down the spine. Keep them there. Hands go onto your lap. Turn your head. Look over your right shoulder. And through center, look over left. Head comes back to center. Let your right ear release down towards your right shoulder. And let the left release towards the left shoulder. Head comes back up center, chin releases down towards the chest. We're not leaning forward, staying nice and tall. Now bring your gaze up towards the sky, gently releasing the head back. No added force or pressure, getting that opening through the neck and upper chest. Head comes back to center, arms down by our side, our 3 deep inhales and exhales. Big deep inhale, length goes up. Exhale, release it down. 2 more times, big deep inhale and exhale. 1 more time, big deep inhale, length up. Exhale, release it all out because you did an amazing job. Give yourselves a hand. I want to hear it. Good job to all of you for completing that really great, fun resistance bands workout. So now I will get to all of the wonderful comments. I'm going to take a sip of my water. Yes, I'll move up slightly. I'm going to start with our quote. I want a piece of ice, excuse me. Our quote, happiness is now. Not really a quote necessarily. I just thought it was a good one. I was thinking about any time of year, but especially the beginning of the year, we always say, whenever I do this, I'll be truly happy and in a good place. Whenever I get that perfect job, perfect relationship, lose so many pounds, eat this correctly, whatever it is. We always think something is going to, that we can attain is where our happiness will be. When right now is when we need to be happy. Where we are right now. Whether we stay seated for our entire workouts or we can go run a marathon right at this moment. We should be happy with ourselves and everything around us right now. So I just thought that was a good one that we can kind of use as our mantra moving forward until our next live stream. How about that? And then we always remember that, but until our next quote. So happiness is now, remembering that. Onto our quotes, or to our comments. Jeannie Kemp, first one to chime in. Good job, Mom. That's my mom. Hello, Senior Fitness with Meredith followers. Ready for another workout with our amazing trainer. It's a very chilly morning here in Simpsonville, South Carolina. This workout should warm everyone up. Well, thank you, Mom, for your kind words, but also I hope it warmed everyone up because I actually was chilly when we first started. Not anymore. So I hope you enjoyed it, Mom, and you were able to do lots of it. Adele said, morning, everyone. I'll be taking this class from Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, where we have an Arctic blast, 16 degrees, real feel 2. Ooh. Hopefully this will warm me up. Thanks again. Well, I hope it warmed you up, Adele, and you stay nice and warm throughout the day. My goodness. Esther says, good morning from Eldridge, Alabama. It's right at 32 degrees. So like Adele, I hope this workout warms me up. Thank you, Meredith, for all you do. Well, thank you, Esther. I hope it warmed you up and you enjoyed it. We have Karen that says, greetings from Arctic Vortex, DC. Excited to do this workout with everyone. Thank you, Karen. Make sure you stay warm as well in the Arctic Vortex. Kathy says, good morning from St. Louis. We have Mary Ann. Good morning, Kathy. Mary Ann says, hello, everyone from below zero, Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania. Great day for some indoor activities to warm up. That's right, Mary Ann. I hope you're doing well and it warmed you up. We have Mary Ann Hurd. Says, greetings from Oak Park, Illinois. Greetings to you, Mary Ann. And then we got a $10 donation from Mary Ann. So thank you so much. Your donations mean so much to us and keep this whole production going. So thank you, Mary Ann. Elsa says, good morning from sunny Texas at 51 degrees in Laredo. G-I-N. Glad to be here. Thank you, Meredith. Well, thank you so much, Elsa. I'm glad it's warmed up in Texas and you're doing well and able to work out with us today. Susan says, hello to everyone from northern Maine. Very cold and windy. Hope you stay warm and stay indoors, Susan. Thank you for joining. We have Golden Camel, Matt and Bernard, chiming in from Vienna, Austria, with Aunt Vicky in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Excited to be exercising with the Senior Fitness with Meredith crew. Thank you. Thank you to Matt, Bernard, and Vicky, all part of the Golden Camel crew. We have Beth that says, ready for workout in a cold Ohio, but temp is supposed to go up to 45 tomorrow. Well, that's wonderful. That's still cold, Beth, but I'm glad you were able to work out with us today. Rosita Video says, hello from frigid Albany, New York. It's 2 degrees here. Whew. Stay warm to you, and thank you for joining in. Linda says, good afternoon from Valencia, sunny Spain. Ooh, Thank you so much for joining in, Linda. We'll have to put that one on our map. Valencia, Spain. I bet your temperatures are a little bit warmer there. So thank you so much for joining in. Judith says hello, Meredith, and everyone. Here comes Tyson again. From San Antonio, Texas. Warmer today after our ice storm. So I thought Texas got hit pretty hard. So thank you, Judith, for joining in from San Antonio. We have Julie that says good morning from Iowa. It's finally warmed up a bit today, so you're getting a little warmer there in Iowa. Thank you, Julie. Sylvia says hello, Meredith and all. I'm practicing and enjoying your class from Uruguay. 74 degrees, summertime, cloudy and windy. Thank you, Meredith. Well, thank you so much, Sylvia in Uruguay. I hope you enjoyed our workout today. We have Mozzarella 121 gave us a wonderful $5 donation. Thank you so much for that. I truly, truly appreciate it. We have Sandra says good morning from sunny Huntington Beach, California. It's 53 degrees. Looking forward to seeing Tyson too. Well, here he is for you, Sandra. Hope you enjoyed the workout as well. Susie says good morning from Las Vegas, Nevada. Missed the beginning, but I'll watch the replay. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the full workout when you're able to do it. We have Barb that says good morning. Barbara from Chicago. Great workout, Meredith. Thank you, Barb. Glad you enjoyed it today. Kay Ashworth, hi from Kay in Birmingham, Alabama. I'll have to watch later. Love the workouts with resistance bands. You'll enjoy this one, Kay, when you get to do it. I look forward to hearing from you later on. Walter says, I was doing some mobility exercises yesterday and my left hip feels a bit wonky today. Should I avoid leg day today? You shouldn't avoid it, but don't go as full range of motion. Maybe take the resistance part out, but keep the mobility up. Bit wonky, that's a hard way to determine what that actually is. May have been just a little overuse. Don't get as full into that movement, but keep it moving. Remember, keep it lubricated. That's the best thing we can do. Patricia P. says, good morning, Meredith, from 22-degree Pennsylvania. Great workout, and go Eagles. Hey, we got someone chiming in for the Super Bowl we have here in about a week and a day, so we got an Eagles fan. Thank you so much, Patricia from Pennsylvania. We'll see how the Eagles do in the Super Bowl. S.M. Klein says, I really appreciate how you explain which muscle group we are focusing on. I appreciate you bringing that up. I really like us to be able to visualize what's working instead of just going through movements and not really thinking about it. So that's why I like to do it, and I'm glad you like it as well. Rita says, greetings and thank you from Portland, Oregon. Great class as always. Thank you so much, Rita. Beth Tyson, I've missed you. Yes, he came in for just a few minutes for everyone. Susan, thank you. Great workout and enjoyed the combo of sitting and standing. It helped warm me up on this bitter cold Maine day. Thank you, Susan, once again for joining in from Maine. Terry, thanks so much. Sunny and 40 in Iowa, which is balmy for February. Out for a walk later. Good for you, Terry. Still bundle up and make sure we're all staying hydrated even though it's freezing cold. But thank you so much for joining in. Rosita Video, I can't believe I completed this. I have been lazy for a long time, need that momentum again, and knowing that I could do an hour is inspiring. Very inspiring, so good job to you. We have Adele says, definitely warmed me up. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Adele. You as well. Got a couple more amazing donations. Karen Morris, $9.99, and Adele came through with $9.99 as well. Thank you all so much for the comments as well as the donations. It means so much to us. So with all of our comments being read, it's amazing how many people join in, right? Isn't it so neat to see our senior fitness community growing worldwide? So thank you all, always. Remember, go to www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. Great place for you to sign up so you can see when our next live stream will be. All of our workouts, our podcasts, we have blogs. We try and do so many things. Our merchandise, anything that we use, we try and have on there, and equipment, donation page, 7-day custom workout plans. I feel like if you name it, we've got it. And if we don't, go ahead and email me and let me know what else we should do. But until next time, I thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart, as well as my partner, the ones that we do this, and Tyson too. Thank you all so much. Until next time, stay warm, everyone. Go Eagles or go Chiefs. Bye. Bobs. You did a good